Okay, we're back to only today 1.67. I'm here in Sedona, and we're working on Rabbi Shlomo Eliezer the Holy Tzaddik. His teachings. We're on page. If you have the book, we're on page. We're on entry 8. He talks about how we waste time worrying about tomorrow. He says here, if a person is constantly concentrating on tomorrow, he will in the interim waste and misuse the time he has. His thoughts will be centered on the belief that there is always time until tomorrow, and will tell himself, tomorrow I will grow and learn things. I will fulfill God's requests, His commandments. I will return and deal with things tomorrow. Tomorrow I have plenty of time to provide for my wife and children. In this manner, he wastes all of today, and it disappears without anything getting done. But if you will, however, ingrain within your mind the quintessential fact that you have only today, then you'll be very diligent in accomplishing everything today. Repentance, learning Torah, prayer, fulfillment of commandments, and providing for your family. Most importantly, you won't have time to be a loafer. So, you hear in the rooms of counseling, a regret is interesting regret that you might not have always think would be a regret unless you either have a lot of emotional challenges or have worked with people. And that is that people are frustrated that their anxiety and their difficulties waste their time. You know, like they look back on a day or on a week or even on a whole year and say, oh my gosh, I worried. It sucks that I worried so much about COVID, or it sucks that I worried so much that my spouse was going to leave me, or it sucks that I worried so much that I wouldn't have enough money. And of course it's just bad because of what it does to their health. They don't like that, and how it just fills up the bandwidth and they can't do anything else. But this is a different sub point. This is saying how disturbing it is to see how much time was wasted, even if it wasn't their choice, but still, you know, big waste of time. So I might offer something to think about, that anxiety is the biggest waste of time. The biggest waste of time. Now, I'm not saying if you have anxiety, when I have anxiety and I can't control it, I'm not trying to waste time on purpose. Nobody tries to waste time on purpose through having anxiety. But it is a big waste of time. It is. So why is this a tool today? Why is this a tool? Because if we're having moderate to mild level of anxiety, then you could think about that. You could say to yourself, because you do have tools that can overcome it. You do have ways to distract yourself, to get somebody else to pop you out of it, to listen to some wonderful teacher or spiritual person that frequency pops you out of it. You could if you choose it, if you work at it today. So you could say to yourself, you can put on a big card, take a marker and write, the biggest waste of time of all, anxiety. The biggest waste of time at all, anxiety. So, or just think about it. Oh my gosh, this is such a waste of time. Therefore, I have to get rid of it. Even if you have to do kava, you have to do something. Try kava. If you have to take a Xanax, it's another good reason to just get rid of it as soon as you can. Just get rid of it. Like, oh, I have to work through it. I have to muscle through it. Okay, if that's what you want to do with your time, then you will have accomplished today muscling through anxiety. Shkoya, very good. Excellent. But for me, you will decide for yourself. I think it's a waste of time, and the faster you can get rid of anxiety, the better. Have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you soon.